Hello everyone. Today I decided to can up some mandarin oranges, and I thought maybe you'd want to come along with as a little reminder that you can do it too, because it's so easy. Or maybe you normally do, and this is just a friendly reminder. Anyhow, mandarin oranges, as I'm sure you know, are extremely expensive in the can, but this time of year you can get them fresh fairly inexpensively. And these are actually quite big. They're calling them mandarins. They're more like tangerines, a bigger tangerine to me. But so just to get you started, you want to take off a good amount of that white pith if you can. I mean, don't go crazy on it and spend all this time, but what you can get off is good, because the pith tends to make things more bitter, So I'm doing about 3 pounds here. Now, normally that will get me 6 pints, or no, 6 half pints, or 3 pints. But I'm usually dealing with smaller mandarins, so I'm not really sure about how many I'll get with this, but we'll see. I got 6 jars warming up as we speak in the water bath canner. So you don't have to worry about pressure canning this. It's, something quick that you can can up in the afternoon. The only downside, if there is a downside, is doing this. Well, you got to peel all these, and, getting some of this white off just tends to make you a little sticky. And depending on how many you have to do. Though, if you have the smaller mandarins, those really small ones, you don't have to section them like I'm doing here. You can can those whole. So, if you get a hold of those, I mean, you can section them still if you want to, if you like, having them in sections, but you don't have to. These you definitely do. Okay, that was the last one, so let's move on. Okay, so in this pot here, I have warming up, it's getting pretty warm already, 4 cups of water. We're going to make a light syrup to go in, with the mandarins. So I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar. And you're just going to stir this until it's completely dissolved. And you don't want it to boil. You don't need it to boil. But you want it to get to, like, almost boiling, kind of like, the little bubbles are starting to form. Because you need it that warm. And that should only take a minute or 2. And then I will be back. Okay, the syrup is ready. I got some of the jars out, and we're just going to go ahead and get them in there. You're going to want about a ½ inch headspace, and you might have to adjust a little bit after you get your syrup in there, and that's fine. I just kind of put them in there all willy-nilly. Shake them up a little bit, see, if they settle a little more. So I can get 1 or 2 extra in there. And then when we get them in the canner, they only have to process for 10 minutes. And that's half pints and pints. So it's really, you know, kind of a quick process as far as canning goes. You know, sometimes canning can take a long time depending on what it is you're canning and how much you have to do. But this isn't so bad at all. Okay, so once you get those in there, now we're going to add our syrup. Yowzers, that's almost right at the ½ inch already. And that's just one ladle. Okay. Oh, can you hear my kitty? Guess she wants to can too. So now we're gonna, you know, try and get these bubbles out a little bit, see where we're at. Yeah, now this one definitely can use at least one more, maybe two. No, well, it's two now. Okay. Let's see. Now we should take that one out. This one still has room too. So get that in there. This one looks pretty packed, but maybe not. Maybe one more for there as well. They, you know, they want to float up towards the top here. Alrighty, let's wipe the rims and get those lids on. Finger tight. Well, these are so great for lunches, snacks, even recipes. I saw a recipe for this fabulous looking cake with these, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'm looking to. It's almost like a pineapple upside down, except mandarin oranges. It looked really good and simple too. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these done. Okay, I got everything in the canner and I'm going to get it up to boiling. I ended up with a lot more than I thought, and I didn't have enough ½ pint jars, so there's 2 pints in there along with 6 ½ pint jars, so size really does matter. Okay, we'll get this up to boiling and then process it for 10 minutes. Okay, they are all done, and they look beautiful, don't they? A couple of them I didn't really pack tightly enough, so they're floating a little bit, kind of like tomatoes will do sometimes, but that's okay. They'll probably settle down after a while anyhow. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you go out and can yourself up some mandarin oranges. They're always a nice treat, and kids in particular really love them. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. It was nice talking to you, and you take care.